Los Angeles. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No! I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You got to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Look at this email I received. It goes like this. Tom, I saw the biggest moron the other day. I couldn't believe that this guy even existed. He saw a girl in line that he liked and started to talk to her. He told her she was too old to not have a ring on her finger and asked if she had a boyfriend. She said she had one. But that didn't stop him. Can you believe that he told this perfect stranger how much he made per year in an effort to win her over from her boyfriend? That's what he did. But it gets worse. She ignored him, and he did his transaction at this bank. You won't believe this. He asked for his balance, then proceeded to walk back to the line and show her how much he had in the bank, becoming more aggressive, stating it could all be hers if she became his. He only left when she looked around and asked me if he was done. Can you believe an idiot like that exists? I felt embarrassed for him, and I had nothing to do with it. By the way, he says, his account was a very little over 5 figures. Honey, I got $11,000 and all this can be yours. All you have to do is marry me. Well. I love this letter. And let me tell you why I love this letter. Because I have known guys who won't take no for an answer. And some women, for that matter. They won't take no for an answer. No, I'm not interested. No, please don't call me anymore. No, I don't want to see you. No. And when you say no to these people, they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Ladies, have you ever met the guy who, for example, does skywriting over your house? Tells you he loves you? You haven't done that, have you, Dean? You haven't done that. Okay. Just check it. You'd be lying anyway. If you wanted a really nice hot piece of ass that was turning you down, would you go that far? Would you no skywriting? Okay. Some guys do that. The skywriting, the repeated arrival of stuffed animals and flowers, jewelry, repeated telephone calls, stuff shows up at your work. If you get one of those big, huge teddy bears at work with balloons, or And the guy you've told him no. You've told him absolutely not. No, forget it, no. And he keeps pushing. Maybe he starts stalking you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody you've never been involved with. This is somebody who meets you and immediately falls in love with you, and then boom, boom, they keep pushing, right? You come home from a date with some really hot guy, and this guy is like parked outside your house waiting to see what time you come home. Notes, letters, cards, just being more and more aggressive. Like this guy. Let me show you how much is in my bank account. How about I'll give you money? Ever have a guy do that? I'll give you money. I'll take you to Paris. I'll do, they'll just keep pushing, thinking that that's what you're looking for in a guy. Maybe you don't even need a guy, right? And I'm sure there are guys who've been victims of this too. I don't think guys are victims as often as chicks are, but I do think that there are situations like this. It has happened to me. I have told the story on the air before, and I'll just tell a brief version of it, of a woman who for me was a complete booty call, nothing but a booty call, and would never be anything but a booty call. And as you know, in the radio business, your genial host has moved many times in pursuit of a career. Lived in 9 different cities in the course of the pursuit of my career. So I came to the end of my run in one particular city, and then I loaded up the moving van and moved to my next radio job at some other city. There I am on the air in my new city, doing my show. And then a call comes in on the hotline at the radio station. How she got the hotline number, I don't know. Call comes in. I go to a break in the show. I get on the phone. She's like, "Hi, you're never going to guess where I am." "Where are you?" "I'm at the Holiday Inn, 2 miles away from the radio station." "Thought we'd get together after the show tonight." But no, it got better, like the email. It got better. I told her that I was busy after the show that night. That was okay. She stayed another night, called me the next night. "You're not busy tonight, are you?" This went on like 3 times, and I could see she wasn't going to give up. So on the 3rd night, I said, "All right, look, I'll meet you. I'll meet you, and we can grab something to eat." And then I took her, as I've always said when I've told this story, I took her to the most asexual restaurant I could find, the International House of Pancakes. How could any woman mistake your intentions when you take her to the IHOP? And for so many different reasons. The lighting is all wrong. There's imitation boysenberry syrup sitting on your table. And you must think the woman you're with is a pig if you think she eats pancakes. I think most women would be insulted just to think that you think they would eat pancakes. So my experience had always been, when you take a woman to the IHOP, there is no doubt how you feel about her. You wish she would go away. Okay, so I took her to the IHOP near the radio station. And so there it is. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we are sitting at IHOP having pancakes. And you're exactly right, Tino. Denny's is the equivalent to IHOP. Absolutely. Now, it's one thing. If I were dating a white woman and I wanted her to know how I felt about her, I'd take her to the IHOP. If I were dating a black woman, Denny's. We know how Denny's has treated black people over the years. I'd take her to Denny's. So I said the big message. Then we'd have a Coors. Finish up. But anyway, take her to the IHOP, and we're sitting there having pancakes, and she's blah, blah, blah. You know how that gets, right, when you're with some... I mean, remember, we've never been on a date before. She was booty called in the previous city, and now here we are having a meal together. and my ears are glazing over. Blah, 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 blah. And finally, I had polished off the last of my buttermilk pancakes. And I am getting ready to get up, and she, of course, pays the check, because she invited me out to have a meal. She paid the big check of, $11, whatever it was. Head for the door. Now we're in the parking lot of the International House of Pancakes, and she wants to come back to my place. And I have very strong feelings about, it's like when you feed the cat at your back door. That stray cat, you're doing the cat a favor, right? You feed the cat once. That cat's coming back every goddamn day. That cat is going to try to get into the house. That's right. Exactly. So here I am, talking to this chick, and she wants to come back to my place. So here's what I said to her. I definitely didn't want to come back to my place, because I knew if I had her back to my place, it's like, we have sex, and then she's going to get the wrong idea. And in fact, it's not like when you're, on your home turf. She's staying in a hotel. She'd much rather stay in bed with me. I don't want this happening, okay? Because already, you can see this is a booty call gone awry. So here's what I said to her. I said, I just moved into my place, and it's a mess. I don't really feel comfortable having any company. If you came down here in 6 months, maybe, but, my place is such a mess, I'm embarrassed. I can't have you coming over. You know what she said to me? Oh, that's too bad. You know what? I'll come over and help you clean up. Now what do you do? So finally, I just had to, I put the pedal to the metal. I said, no, you know what? It's too embarrassing. I can't do it. I'm so glad you came here to visit me, and, keep in touch. Keep in touch means I'm never calling you again. When a man says keep in touch, because I won't. Keep in touch. Hope you like talking to my voicemail. Keep in touch. But the bottom line is that this is a woman who was willing to debase herself to the point where she would come to my house at 1 o'clock in the morning and start cleaning it up. She was so desperate to turn this booty call into a relationship that she was willing to clean the house. And God knows what other humiliating things I could have suggested that she would have said yes to. So I'm wondering if you've ever known a person who is pushing. Like the guy on the email who showed some woman the balance in his bank account. Essentially implied that all of it could be hers if they were together. With somebody who starts getting cute, sending you balloons and stuffed animals, and you keep saying no, and then they keep pressing further. They want you to meet their parents. They want to meet your parents. Ever have somebody... Hey, here's one that I've heard of. Ever have somebody who was pursuing you and you said no? Ever have them call your parents? And try to sell your parents on them? She's a really great girl, and, she's so great, and maybe you could put a good word in for me. Ever have a guy do that? I'm telling you, I've seen this. Has this ever happened to you?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
That's my boy.
Tom Leykis.
Hey. I waited on hold all this time to hear that I'm loved in the sack.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis. Only on Hot
5-800-TOM. Mark on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Tom, I used to see this girl. She was a regular booty call, and I lived with a bunch of guys. We never locked the door. She used to sneak in the middle of the night, and I'd wake up at 2 in the morning with her rubbing lotion on me.
Oh, no.
And, of course I'd have to do her, but, I didn't want to...
I love that. That's a typical guy answer. Of course I had to do her.
Yeah,
and she was there. She was a stalker, and she broke into my house, but she was rubbing lotion on me, so I had to do her.
She was hot.
She was hot and a stalker.
That's correct. And, sometimes I would just go out to my car in the morning. There'd be a little tray of baked cookies sitting on the hood of my car.
Really?
Yep.
And she was just booty call, of course.
Oh, go once in a while. She'd show up also sometimes and just bring over 12 packs of beer for my roommates.
She's trying to worm her way into your heart.
She did it all.
Yeah. My brother once dated a chick who wanted him so bad that he'd be out screwing other chicks and she'd be ironing his pants at his house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he'd be out banging other chicks and she'd be taping the hockey game for him and ironing his clothes.
This girl even showed up at my mother's house and used to have long conversations with her.
Oh, see that? The parent thing. That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
That's like doing the end run around you and calling the family. So what'd she say to your mom?
We would just talk to her about how great I was and I was a sweet guy.
Of course, your mom agreed with all of that.
Oh, yeah. And then my mom would call me up and say,
I don't know why you don't like her.
Exactly. She's so pretty and she's so sweet.
Yeah. And what was it you didn't like about her besides the fact that you had now pigeonholed her as booty call?
She was just too into me and just, borderline psycho.
See, I wish, she was too into me. See that? So many people want to have a relationship, and then we find somebody who's too into us, and we reject that immediately.
Yeah.
The friend speech. We've talked about the friend speech on the radio before, right? The friend speech. When the woman says, I don't want to ruin what we have.
Yeah.
I just want to be friends. Can we just be friends? Yeah, the friend speech. You see, the equivalent for a man is the booty call speech, but we can't give that one. You can't say to a woman, I don't want to ruin what we have. I mean, I come over to your house at 2 a.m, drunk out of my mind after no other woman would go out with me at the bar. And I come to your place as the last resort, bang the crap out of you, and then never think about you again until the next time I'm drunk. And I don't want to ruin what we have, It's special.
That's right.
That's the male version of the friend speech.
That's right.
Don't you wish you could have given that speech to her?
Oh, man, I wish I could have. I wish I could go back in time.
Yeah, of course, if you give her that speech, the booty call's over.
Yeah, and it was pretty nice.
Plus, for me, you give me the friend speech, the friendship is over.
That's right.
So, 6 of one, half does the other. What did you want here?
Hey, I want to know if you could take me out JFK Jr. style.
Of course I can. Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's John on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, how you doing?
All right, John.
Hey, I had a piece of booty call action in high school. And it was what it was back then, and I got out of high school. We ended up bumping into each other a couple years later. And she wanted to hook up, but she got in Crisco on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Fat in the can. And I'm not down for that. So she would...
She gone Crisco on me. I like that.
She got Crisco on me. So, she'd, leave me notes, send me porn, send me naked pictures of herself on the Internet, which, just turned me off even more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Those fat white cheeks.
Dude, that was zits and everything. That was nasty.
Oh,
and so finally she thought she was going to turn it from being, booty call, relationship thing. And
that could never happen.
The Tom Leykis Show.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles. That's 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Ever been with somebody who, you're not dating them or anything? You don't even like them all that much. You're trying to be polite. And that person starts pressing. They want you. They love you. They start embarrassing themselves in a variety of ways. They just engage in all kinds of overkill. Does this happen to you? Call me at 1-800-5800-866. Will on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom. How you doing today?
Do you care, Will?
I sure do, man.
I'm doing great.
All right, good. Hey, Tom, about 2 years ago, I was working, and, I had met this chick at work. And at the time, I had a girlfriend, but, I wasn't all that much interested in her. So, I met this fairly decent chick, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while of messing around and talking to her, she started going, psycho on me. You know, she would be calling up my house all the time. I wasn't really into her, too. You know, I would, like, play around with her.
Well, you say going psycho all the time. I mean, come on, tell us what happened.
Well, psycho, like, she would be calling my house all the time. And
I mean, all the time. How often?
all the time, every single day.
You mean once a day?
No, not even. She'd be calling me at least 3-4 times a day.
3-4 times a day. What did you want to talk about when she called you?
About her day at work. Like, I wanted to hear about that. You know, it was so boring, man.
Well, besides, you all you wanted her was as a sperm receptacle.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, you know, not
She was your human toilet.
I'm sorry?
She was your human toilet, man.
Exactly. But anyways, you know,
I'm just coming over here to relieve myself, and I'm going to blow out of here.
Man, she was just crazy, man. Every time we would go out and we'd fondle, you know, I'd be messing around with her, and all of a sudden she'd be coming over to my house, trying to talk to my mom, trying to give me gifts. And then my mom would, one day she had come over, and she actually told my mom that, you know, why wasn't I interested in her, and was I seeing somebody else? And then my mom turned around and tried to tell me, you know, hey, she's a good girl. Why don't you go out with her? You know, why don't you be with her?
Oh, my God.
I was just like, dang.
Now, did your mom know you were banging her?
No, she didn't.
Oh.
But, you know, even, you know, just to get her off my back, I would have casual, like, phone sex with her. and my aunt, Tom, believe it when I tell you, man, she was getting off from that. But that's as far as I would go with her, man.
Do you know what I once did with a chick? I had my buddies hanging around, and some chick called me and wanted phone sex. And I had my buddy, like, sitting there with me in the room, and I, like, had them pick up the extension phone. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm taking my clothes off right now. And I'm like, everybody just kind of sitting there giggling with their hand over the phone. You know, yeah, I'm lying on the bed now. Uh-huh.
That's exactly what she'd be doing.
And all my buddies were, like, listening to her as she's, like, diddling herself on the other end of the phone. It was hysterical.
Oh, man. Look, Tom, she was doing it, man. I mean, she was getting all into it. I was like, gosh, you know. And that's as far as I was ever going to go with this chick ever again because, you know, she was going all crazy. And I was just like, man, I got to get rid of this chick.
Yeah.
But I actually did get rid of her, though, Tom. I said, you know what? I said, I'm getting married, moving away. I changed my address. I even got a new car and everything. She finally, like, got the hint, I guess.
Wow. You got rid of her. Good for you, Will. Thanks for the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Chris on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hi, Chris.
Hey, one time I was dating this really cute Filipino from work and decided to start banging her twin sister. Well, you know why, because it's a twin and you can't help it. And next thing I know, after I start banging her, she's like moving to my house, cooking dinner, thinking she lives there, like we're married or something. So I try to get rid of her. My mom tries to get rid of her. My friends try to get rid of her.
Were you still seeing her twin sister?
Oh, yeah. I guess they swapped before. They didn't really seem to have a problem with it.
They didn't have a problem with it.
I mean, I wouldn't have had a problem with it, but, you know, she thought acted like we're
now,
married.
Now, that is kinky. You know, two twin sisters, and they don't mind sharing because they're twins.
You got to try to get them both at the same time, you know.
I just have, you believe me. You know, most guys would pay cash to have twin sisters.
Yeah, well, when they turn out a little bit psycho, you try to, you know, get rid of them. I ended up changing my phone number, moving a new address.
But did you tell the chick you were dating, the twin sister, did you tell her?
No, I didn't really see her much after her sister turned psycho.
Oh, I thought the sister didn't mind. What happened there?
Oh, as soon as the other one turned psycho, I stayed clear of both of them.
Oh, but did the first one still want you after that?
I don't know. I try to disappear as much as possible.
Oh, man, oh, man. All right, Chris, thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. More of your telephone calls are coming up. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. It's you, it's me, it's those people who, like, they love you. They really, really, really love you. You don't even like them. But they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Now you like them even less. Now they humiliate themselves and degrade themselves even more. And they keep pushing and pushing. If you had a situation like that, 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Chad, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Not much, Chad.
Listen, I had a girlfriend, or this girl that was seeing me for a long time, or she thought she was seeing me. She used to wait at my house when I wasn't even home while I was out getting drunk with my buddies. She'd be in my bed naked waiting for me. Okay? She used to do this. She used to go to my mom all the time, going, why don't your son like me? And all this stuff. My mom would come back to me trying to talk to me. Didn't work out. Anyways, she got so obsessed with me, she started buying me stuff in my car.
Oh, boy.
She used to spend thousands of dollars on my car.
Thousands of dollars? What kind of things did she buy?
She bought a turbo kit for my Civic when I was racing it for a long time. Spent thousands of dollars. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, when they start spending money on you, that's, oh, boy. Especially when you want them to go away.
Back was like a free loan.
Yeah, I understand that, but, still, then you have to listen to her talk.
Hey, I didn't do anything for it.
Didn't she?
I took her out one night a week.
You took her out one night a week?
If that.
You had to listen to her then.
Huh?
You had to listen to her then. No free lunch, baby.
Hey, it worked out.
You paid for it.
I had no money with her.
Wait, were you also servicing her?
Nope. Never once.
Did she ever try anything?
She did all the time.
Yeah?
Didn't work. I was always...
What did you tell her? What did you tell her?
I was too drunk.
You're too drunk. Too drunk to do her.
Yep.
And she bought that, huh? Personally, I am never too drunk to do anyone. Can I tell you that?
Well, with her it was.
I'm just telling you, I'm never that drunk. If I want to do them, being drunk will never stop me. Just so you know.
Well, she was one of those obsessive people.
Oh?
Yes. Very obsessive.
Mm-hmm. So how did it end?
Well, she finally realized she had nothing to do with my life.
How did she realize that?
All my buddies were laughing at her every time they see her on the street and stuff. They knew what I was doing. And finally, one had to tell her because it was so funny. And she never talked to me again.
Wow. Chad, thank you. Randy, on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Randy.
How are you?
Do you care?
Absolutely.
I'm doing great.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know about this girl I used to know living in California.
Yeah.
She found out that I was got separated from my girlfriend who I was going to be married to. And she tried everything under the sun, from, the cleaning house, whatever, and whatever else you could think of. But the bottom line was she had offered me a sneak preview of her sister, which was my age, masturbating.
What do you mean a sneak preview? Like a photograph?
No, like she would bring me into the house and let me look through her door while she would be masturbating. She had like this regular...
You're not serious. Come on, you're making that up.
I swear to you, Tom, I have no reason to lie.
Ah.
I have nothing to lie about, and that's how crazy she was.
Did you take her up on it?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't, just for the mere fact that they both lived at home, and that's all I needed to do was get caught doing something like that.
You weren't doing anything.
Well, no, I guess technically I wouldn't have been, but it was either that or deal with her big brother, and I really didn't have the patience for that.
Now, let me ask you this question. Was her sister going to know you were watching her, or no? You were going to have to be peeking in?
It was just a matter of...
That is, I always thought sisters had this bond, and here's this sister offering to let you peek in at her sister masturbating. By the way, did she tell you how she would know what time her sister masturbates? Did you have like a regular time for it or something?
Yeah, she said her sister had this regular time. Not that her word was as good as the next, but that's what she said.
A regular time to masturbate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look, it's 3:49, time to masturbate.
Right, well, it was back then when I was, before I was a Tom Leykis listener, I was a pussy back then. I was kind of scared of everything when it came to women.
Uh-huh.
So her aggressiveness kind of freaked me out at the time, but now, give me an opportunity like that again.
Unbelievable. Randy, thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. EZAC telephone number. It's Jeremy on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
All right, Jeremy.
Well, the reason I'm calling is I've kind of been in that situation. I'm 20 years old, and I was with a girl for about a month, just banging her, I wasn't into a serious relationship.
Right.
And what happened was, I was ready to move on. I was getting tired of her, and, I wanted to leave. And she lives like 75 miles away from me.
So was it like a real relationship or just a booty call?
It started getting into a relationship, and I didn't really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, just the way most women don't want their friends to become their lovers, like when they say, we're friends, you're almost never going to get inside. It's the same thing for guys with booty calls.
Yeah.
Would you ever actually, like, take your booty call home to meet your mom?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't.
That's what screwed things up.
Oh, God, that's the worst.
Yeah, well, and I found out she was younger than what she told me, and so since that, I quit contact.
Wait, how old was she?
Well, she was actually 16.
And how old did she tell you she was?
18.
So she was 16.
And she had a license, and I finally got to look at her license, and I seen the age on it. And so then, ever since that, I haven't talked to her.
Oh.
But she calls and calls and calls, and I don't have caller ID at my house.
Aren't you worried like she'll call the cops or something?
Well, yeah, see, her mom knows how old I am. And if she gets, pissed off or something, then...
Oh, my God, that's like a time bomb ticking, for God's sake.
I should, go visit her parents every now and then just to be cool with them.
Oh.
She's on, so I'm kind of stuck.
Oh, my God.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom. Real Tom.
Stephanie? Now, Stephanie, since you're not getting what you need at home, can I help you a little bit here?
Sure.
Would you pull down your own pants and give yourself a crack in the ass so we can all hear it?
You want me to smack my butt?
Right now.
Okay, hold on, all right?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Oh, man!
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Has anybody been in love with you to such an extent, and you just did not care about them at all? Didn't even want to have anything to do with them, okay? You just kind of knew them, or you met them at a bus stop, or, all right, maybe they were the booty call, and you were hoping it wouldn't go overboard, and suddenly, they're baking you cakes and showing up at your house at odd hours and stuff like that. Junior, on a payphone, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
All right, Junior.
Hey, got one for you. I had a girl that I was servicing in apartment 403. I was also with a girl in apartment 303, thinking I'd never get caught. But
wouldn't you think the noise you were making from 403 would go down to 303?
I was 21 and young and dumb at the time.
Yeah, you never thought about that, huh?
Never thought about that. So...
Okay.
And the girl, she said, well, why do you only come by when the bars are closed? I told her, hey, honey, I'm on house arrest.
Oh, there's the stupidest question I've ever heard a woman ask. Ladies, if you have to ask that question, I say just kill yourself right now. Just put the gun to your head. Why do you only call me when the bars are closed? Take a guess, sweetheart.
But I had told her, hey, I'm on house arrest, and that, too, that's when the monitoring equipment shuts down, so I just sit home and drink and think of you. Then I'm over after 2.
Oh, my God.
So, anyway, the two girls plotted. They met each other, both confronted each other and said, oh, yes, it's Clyde. They became friends. Didn't confront me till 3 weeks later. On Christmas Eve, I came in. My $5,000 aquarium smashed. All my pets are gone, either mutilated or given away.
Oh, God.
I hear him waking me up. Girl A, I'll say. She's like, we have to talk. We have to talk. I was like, what? She goes, do you love me? Oh, yes, I love you. It's only you. Then I hear the other girl's voice. Are you sure you're going to make that decision? At that point, all I'm thinking is suicide was an option or just let me get out.
How'd they both get into your place?
Oh, we lived in a security apartment, and the apartment manager had seen me talking to him, so they were like, oh, we have stuff in this house, and she let him in.
Oh, wonderful.
That ended up being a different lawsuit altogether for criminal trespassing, but I'd never been so scared in my life. Something I will never do again. Hey, Tom, can you do me a favor and take me out Ike Turner style?
Ike Turner style. Yes, crack the old whip there, Brett.
Okay, you have a good one.
You too. Get how about a fist to the face still while we're at it here? Yeah. That's good. Ike Turner's planning on a comeback. You read that in the paper? Yeah. No, in the music business. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Here is Thomas on the cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. I got 45 seconds.
Hey, Tom, I had this girl. She was so in love with me. She used to she used to steal money from her mom and give it to me, thinking I was going to eventually kick in to be her old man. Never gave in, took her money.
Stole money from her mom?
She used to steal it from her mom and give it to me.
Oh, my God.
I ended up getting about $1,300 in about 2 months' time.
Wow.
Went out and put a down payment for a car, you name it.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Thomas, thank you for that story. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com.